try to be very observant in what you guys all talk about and try to cover what I see across the board. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are we doing today? It's Friday, August 13th. It's hitting 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now. Pretty solid week on my end. But I'm seeing across the board a lot of people have been struggling. I get on Twitter, a lot of traders are struggling, gotta adapt to the market. Last month, we've seen just a super hot market. Now that things are changing, you have to take notice and you have to adjust. Have to, because if you do not adjust, you will get slaughtered. And you think the market cares? Nope. Take note in the market conditions always and adapt always. Anytime I get on Twitter, I just try to take note of what I'm seeing from other traders. Am I seeing traders are consistently all making money? That's how I know we're in an easy market. Am I seeing a lot of traders taking losses? You know, take note of what's going on around you. Notice everybody else is struggling. Markets are pretty hard. So you might want to tighten up and be more conservative. See, all these traders are flexing huge P&Ls, hitting record breaking day trading highs. You know, we're in an extremely hot market. If we look back about 6 months, a year ago, we were in a super hot market. I mean, the market was just straight fire. Straight fire. I would get on Twitter and I'd see all kinds of traders hitting all-time high, profit high, personal best highs and bringing in profit. And even myself, I was bringing in stupid money. And you get used to that and you love it and you want to keep it going and going. And looking back on it, it really makes you want to take advantage of those opportunities when they present themselves. Because I was hearing traders talk saying they have not seen a market that hot since the dot-com boom. And before that, the dot-com boom, when was that? Like 20 years ago. So with that recent hot market, we may not see that again for another 10, 15, maybe 20 years. We don't know. But things have been slowly drying up. One of my favorite things to look at is the VIX, VIX. And even today, see the VIX is red. When you switch over and look at that daily chart, this is your volatility. Let me make this bigger. So look at recently. See that spike here in the VIX? This was in March of 2020. You guys all remember how hot March was, right? And look at every single pop. It's smaller and smaller and smaller, smaller and smaller. Volatility's drying up. And even as we talk today, it's red and it's testing new lows. You got to take note of that. Always check your VIX. Always. VIX and the SPY. Even going back, you all remember when the economic crash happened, the housing market back in 2008, right? 2008, right here. Look at the spike in the VIX. So it matches up, right? Sure, we get other pops here throughout time. We call those shocks, market shocks. There's a book, I think his name is Van K. Tharp, called Market Shock. It's a pretty good book. It's more of a statistics book. Let me look it up real. It's a pretty boring read, but if you're into stock market history and learning from history, what's great about this book, let me see if I can find it. It's called, I have the book. It's Market Shock. Something like that. Right here. I have even done a review on this book on my YouTube channel. But what this book, trading lessons for volatile times. And what's good about this book, it's jam-packed, filled with history and statistics. They're measuring market, they call it market shocks. Anytime there was something that's happened in the world and it caused the market to have a spike, they document it and talk about it in this book. It's a very boring read, like I said, but it's filled with all kinds of great history lessons. So how did you guys all do today? Hopefully you guys were all able to stay safe out there. Get in there, get that money, and secure the bag. Today was a very, very hard day to trade. It was. There was very limited opportunity, and you had to be very, very, very picky about what you traded. The top stock gapping up this morning was SPRT. If I can pull it up. SPRT was the #1 stock gapping up this morning. Had a nice run up right before the open. I hate when stocks have run ups like this just before the open because it just ruins it. It ruins it. So it killed me to watch SPRT run up within 30 minutes of the market open from 8 all the way up to 1050. It killed me seeing that because I knew it was over. Market opens up. This thing opens up at 970, rips up to 1020, and then slams down to $9. And then they squeeze it all the way up to 11. Talk about randomness. We've actually seen this happen a couple times this week. SPRT, and I think it was DYAI. Yeah. Man, I got a good memory. You got your morning sell-off here. See how it's squeezed up like that? Pretty random if you ask me. There's no way you can really determine it's going to do that. Pretty much the same thing on SPRT. And then after it did that, it attracted all the volume because it started going off on the scanners because it was hitting high of day. And then all they did was trap. They trapped longs all up above $10. And then they sink it, and now it's going flatlining at 9. So now keep in mind, if SPRT ever pops up again at around 10 or whatever, everybody that bought in all here going long on it are now underwater, and they're all bag holders. This is what happens all the time. All the time. So it was a lot of back and forth action today. I was able to get out alive. I'm ending today. I'm up $500 on the day. It's hard. It was hard out here. I'd be up a couple $100, and then I'd try to get going, and then I'd get knocked back. And it was just a constant battle, back and forth all morning. So as soon as I crossed over into the green, I closed it up. I'm done. So total for the week, I went 5 for 5 this whole week, making $9,500 for the week. That's a job well done. That's why I tell you guys, singles add up. It's all about consistency. Singles add up. I don't care if stocks keep going, running, and exploding. If I can just show up, doesn't matter how much green I am on the day, $500, $1,000, I'm happy with that. Because then at the end of the week, when I tally up my totals, 10,000 for the week, that's an awesome job. I used to have to work 2.5 months at a job to make this. So it's all about your mindset, guys. Focus on consistency. Stop trying to hit them home runs. And just focus on closing green for the day. That's it. It doesn't matter how much. So let's talk about the stocks that did offer opportunity today. We had AMC running from 32 all the way up now to 34.50. Good run on AMC. The past 2 days, this has offered good opportunity. I mean, even all week, to be honest. There's a lot of people trapped on AMC. A lot of people. It just will not die. This thing came down to $30, $29 2 times. Right there and right there. And look at how badly it got beaten up. And it just could not break through that yet. So they're holding on for dear life. Really making it a battle. Today we also had Robinhood, HOOD. This was number 2 on our watch list today. If you're a part of the Discord here, every single day, Mr. Wolf's daily watch list. See, every single day I try to post my watch list. Today, Friday, August 13th, I had AMC and Hood. Robinhood was my second on my watch list. And Robinhood today, nice rebound day today. From $48, got a nice run all the way up to $53. It's a good $5 run to the upside. Now it's getting a pullback as we go into lunch hours. This morning we also had TIRX pop up very, very quickly, running from just under 5 all the way up to $6.30. Very quick pump and dump. That's all it was. We were watching it right here as it was pulling back. When TIRX made this run and was pulling back here to the VWAP, we were watching it. It was setting up really nicely. But as it started pushing up over that $6, I was starting to tell everybody in today's stream, don't even go after it. Because when you see a stock pushing up over its high, it shouldn't be struggling and grinding like this. You want to see powerful, big, huge movement and surges that are showing strength. There's something holding this up. Eventually, it's going to exhaust itself, and then everybody's going to give up on it, and it's going to crumble. And look what it did. Now, talk about a beast. Let's talk about FLGC. This thing is the ultimate warrior. For real. Scroll out on this bad boy. Every single day, FLGC likes to spike up $1, $1.50. It always seems to come back and run up to that $14. We have been eyeing that $14 level all week. And today had a weak opening up at $13. It got a pop up to $13.50 and then fell down just below 13 all the way down to $12.25. We were thinking it was done for. And then at the corner of my eye, I seen this thing work its way all the way back up over 13 and ran all the way up to 14, got over 14 finally, and from 14 this thing's running up over 15 now. What a beast. FLGC. See clear as day. When you scroll out on this, that $14, that red line, look at it how many times 14 was resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then today was the 7th time it ran up to $14. So 14's showing you clear as day. It's a very significant, important level to watch for, right? So just by keeping it simple, waiting for FLGC to get up over that 14, and when it pulled back, 14 held as support, that was your indicator right there that this is bullish and look to go long. And from 14, it got a nice push up $1 right there. Comes back down, holds 14 again. And from 14, runs right back up to 15 and over 15. So 2 opportunities on FLGC. And nobody else is talking about FLGC, are they? Nope, nobody. So we've had eyes on FLGC all week. People just forget about these types of plays. They do. Because they always get caught up in a new stock that's gapping up every day, like SPRT. SPRT today had, let's see, 75 million in volume. SPRT. 75 million in volume. And look at what it's did. Dog crap. Versus FLGC. Look at how much volume FLGC has. 5 million in volume on the day. And look at how effortlessly and easy this stock has been moving up. Makes sense when you really break it down and keep it simple like that, huh? That's why I preach to you guys. Keep it stupid simple. There's no need to overcomplicate things and make it harder on yourself. There's no magic indicator, no magic trading strategy. that's going to make you money. It's all about putting the pieces together to tell the story in the most simplistic way possible. That's the honest truth. Who knows how far FLGC will go? Beautiful wedge, triangle on the 10-minute. Right there. Nice breakout. So if any of your other gurus out there or anybody you follow, if that none of them ever mentioned or talked about FLGC the whole week, I'd think about probably unfollowing them and moving on to someone else, because FLGC gave a lot of opportunity this past week. You could have just played this one stock every single day. Made $1 per share. We had ACY today opening up near its highs. This thing was a runner the last 3 days. Wednesday, it ran from $16.50 all the way up to $32, doubling in value within the first 2 hours of the day. Thursday, it opens at 25 and runs all the way up to 35, having a $10 run all within the first hour of the day. Then today, it opens up. A lot of choppiness action on it. A lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This one was really, really hard to trade. It was. And it had a nice pop. Real quick here. We were watching this today in the stream. Believe it or not, ACY was moving in sympathy with AMC. That's something else we picked up on today as well. AMC and ACY are moving in harmony. So anytime AMC would get a push on it, ACY was right behind it, following. If you compare the charts, they actually look identical as well. ACY right here at 36 exploded all the way up to $40. Runs up $4 a share in a blink of an eye. What else do we have? X1, Xbox. X1 was a real quick opportunity. This was a good play yesterday. From 24, it had a good run up to just over 25. Today, just a real quick pop on it, and that was it. Nothing really too special. KNBE, more of a light volume type play, but still good opportunity. From 25, had a good run up to 27.50. Nice $2.50 pop on it. We were talking about this today on what type of playbook play this is. For the most part, BTBT, this thing has just been getting hammered from its highs up here at $20. Now, you got to keep in mind, guys, and a lot of you, this is the first time you're ever seeing something like this. How long was BTBT in play? Huh? July 26th to August 9th. Look over at that daily. Zoom in on that. Right here. Okay, it had a nice explosive move here. A red day here. And then pretty much non-stop all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3. And then on the fourth day, it went red. But in total, this thing was in play for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. 11 days straight. So BTBT. 11 days this stock was in play. Whenever you get a stock that gets super overextended like that, when it starts to crumble and fall apart, it's gonna just keep crumbling and crumbling because this thing has gone so far from reality. It's unreal. This thing's gonna crumble all the way back down to around $10 around this area here. It's just dabbling around right here. The only reason it went up so much because short sellers kept top picking on BTBT. They kept saying, this is the top, this is the top, this is the top. And every time they were wrong, they had a cover, squeezing the stock up higher. That's the only reason why BTBT ran like it did. And now that the squeeze is over with, everybody's going to sell their shares, shorts are going to pile in, and they're just going to hammer this thing down. So always take note of short squeezes. Don't get carried away, because once the squeeze is over with, stock has no reason being up that high. None whatsoever. All these stocks that we trade, guys, they're garbage companies. They're garbage. What makes you think something like ACY that was recently just at $18, what makes you think its value gonna hold up at $40, right? It pretty much doubled in value in a couple days. When you look at the books, they got no money. They're in debt. Look at, I don't know how accurate this is, but they only got 4 million in value, or 4 million cash. Not really much. Their current debt is 151,000. Their quarterly revenue growth is negative. Revenue is only 14 million. It's a garbage company. And look at the short growth increase on it now. Because they all know it's a garbage company. Doesn't deserve to be up this high. But if shorts get aggressive, too many of them pile in, this is what could happen. It squeezes up like that. That's what we call it getting out of hand. That's all we're going to do today on YouTube, guys. Just thought I'd jump on, do a quick recap for you guys. Hopefully you're staying safe out there. you're able to have a profitable week. I know it was a tough week for a lot of people. A lot of people. Gotta adjust to the market conditions. Got to. Because like I stated, if you don't adjust, the market's just gonna destroy you. And do you think the market cares about your feelings? No. Market could give two craps about your account. I don't care if it's $1,000 account or if it's $100,000 account. They don't care. So adjust to the opportunity or adjust to the markets and move forward. Always be observant. Always. What are you seeing going on across the board? For you guys on YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend. Safe out there.